Vintage Magic. Game, collect, invest. For more information about our consulting and professional services, visit vintagemagic.com.
All right, guys, we got something special today. We got Mike. Hey, Mike. Mike, you shipping out some cocaine here? What's going on?
Yeah, we got a big shipment.
Well, you got to mark it correctly, though. You got to give some weird, symbols or code names. You know how they write like the blue magic, where they write some weird, one thing. But these are the collection. Dennis is shipping this out, and this video is all about a deck that Mike put together. It's a nostalgic deck. So why don't you take it away?
Yeah, well, it's not that exciting. I'm sure this is a deck that's been done 1,000 times, but I thought it was interesting when I got a little bit older and I realized you could actually build decks based on strategies instead of just the biggest creatures you got. So it was something I always wanted to put together. And so when I came back into Magic more recently, I tried to finish assembling it. So it's a mishmash of couple of old cards and then a handful of new cards. So the concept is about, I don't know if you remember this guy.
I'm trying to turn it this way. Oh, Drexen Dredgenot.
Yeah, so this was the era that I was trying to put this together.
Oh, yeah.
So the deck was built around trying to get...
Yes.
So there's a few creatures like this that are super cheap, but they kind of suck when you look at what they make you do. Here's a few newer ones that have the same kind of thing.
So you're a Timmy.
I guess so. I don't really know what that term means, but I've heard it used.
Okay, so Spike is like competitive, super competitive player. Johnny is competitive, but wants to try to do a cool thing. If they can make it his way, do a cool thing. Timmy is the one that has these creatures that are impossible to get out, but they want to create their own thing, and it's like that's all they want in life. They don't even care if they lose or whatever. They just somehow want to have it.
Between those two, because
so you're in betweener.
But so what I did is I tried to figure out ways to get them out.
Okay, all right.
And so that's where the rest of it is.
This is the mystery, yeah.
So it comes down to a couple of cards that let you.
All right, so explain each one to
sure. So
achieve that.
The deck is heavy on cards that let me get the cards I need for the combo. So
Well, you can only use one demonic tutor.
I don't know that. I don't know any rules since.
Okay, so no. So you can only use the restricted.
Okay.
So you can only use one. That's okay.
But anyway,
the Vampiric is one.
It's built around getting the cards out.
I think so. Yeah. And in vintage, that format.
Yes, I don't even know the names.
No. But it's good that we're talking about it because 4 of a kind is the max. Yep.
I did know that rule, so I stuck to that one.
Yeah.
And then there's other rules I don't know. Like there's some legendary rules. I don't know how that applies.
Legendary, you can have one on the battlefield at a time.
Okay. So I think I'm good there. I threw a planeswalker in here. I never even played with those.
Okay, so explain some hands. How you would you?
The idea is you get any of these creatures that are good but nasty, crappy, and then you get any of these.
Eater of Days, impossible.
So Eater of Days, it's only 4, but you have to skip 2 turns. So that's just dreadful. But if you have 4, if you can play that and then you can stifle it. I think this works. You might actually tell me it doesn't work.
Okay. Comments below, guys, if you have any thoughts. Okay, stifle it.
So you cancel its triggered ability here.
Counter target activated or trigger ability. Ah, I see.
Same with the Phyrexian. So if you only have 2 lands on your second turn, you can play him and then stifle the activation ability, and you have a 12/12 with trample on your second turn.
Okay, so no. What this means... that's a good question. Okay, guys, put in the comments below. I don't... Here, put that...
This is the same idea.
Okay. I think what they're talking about is triggered ability. Is they're referring to... Okay, so for example, this one's counter a spell, right? Target, activator, trigger ability. Okay, so this means... Stifle means you basically... Oh, interesting.
I'll have to check
that is. Yeah. Oh, I see what you're saying, because you lay this guy down, but you stifle
the
triggered ability. Okay, all right.
So anyway, you can use that for a couple. The other way is with this stronghold guy. So he comes out for only 3, And then for 2, so I guess on the turn after, you can discard something from your hand. So a guy like this, say, goes to the top of the graveyard, or something stupid like that you're never going to play for 10. But as soon as it sits on the top of your graveyard, this guy becomes a copy.
Hold on a second. As long as the top of your graveyard is a creature card, is a copy of that card.
Now he's already in play, so he doesn't have summoning sickness, and the activation abilities don't kick in because he didn't come onto the. He wasn't cast.
As long as the top of your graveyard is a creature card, copy that card, except that. Yeah. So okay, I see what you're saying. So this goes to the graveyard,
and then for that turn you can hit right away, and so the whole deck is built around that concept. I'll be interested to see in the comments if that works.
And 2 mana, choose and discard a card. Oh, interesting.
Right, so like this, at 10, it's pretty unplayable, until very late in the game.
Well, Bazaar Baghdad would be a good fit for this deck.
See, these are combos I don't even.
But no. Bazaar Baghdad is draw 2 or 3 cards and discard.
Oh, sure.
Right.
So it's like you get it.
The dredge. It's called it's effective dredging. There's cards actually that are. You'll probably like that. And there's a mechanic in Magic called dredge decks, and basically when a creature is in the graveyard, it triggers an ability. It causes like tokens and zombies to come out. That's why it's kind of like so. You use 4 Bazaar Bagdads. That's the engine, and you just basically just get your cards to go in the graveyard, and it's played in. It's a huge thing. You like that in Vintage. It's a really good. I think what you're doing here is it's a beginning of something. It's a beginning
of trying to work out the right
Yeah,
mechanics.
you would really like Vintage, and if you put some Power 9 in here, it would accelerate. Yeah. Okay, so the question, everybody, is.
I guess the Stifle combo.
Okay, that's probably that confusing. Yeah, this one makes sense. Yeah,
that one's pretty straight.
So you do like multiple combos.
They work together though.
Yeah.
So a card like this. Well, any of these, I could either discard it or stifle it. So if I have any one of those in my hand, the combo runs pretty cheap.
Now then you have all your searching. You have to change that.
Yeah, searching. I guess.
And this is black blue, right? Black blue.
And then there's a lot of counters to just.
You can only use 1 mana drain, by the way.
Okay. What about counterspell?
4 counterspells. Yeah.
Okay. And then it's a bunch of protections to keep the cards I need in.
But there's other. There's like so they're called cantrips. So like Ponder is a cantrip. I think Ponder is something like. 1 mana or 2 mana, and basically draw 3 cards, and then put 2 on the bottom or something.
There's a bunch like that.
Yeah,
there's one index.
There's a famous one that you'll probably want is Brainstorm. Ice Age.
I looked at that one too. Yeah. Actually.
1 blue. It's the most famous one where you draw 3 cards, put 2 in your or
some
put it whatever it does.
And some go onto the top.
So you might want to look at that. Great. Yeah. You know what really helpful is there's a website called Top 8 Decks. And let me show you or also eternalcentral.com. Eternalcentral.com has a lot of vintage deck lists and have all the archetypes. So in Vintage there's Storm, which is the reoccurring. Mm-hmm. So you kind of like that. You're a physicist, So it's a lot of figuring out how to reoccur your cards, remember? Yeah. There's these workshop decks using Mishra's Workshop, which is 4 Mishra's Workshops and do artifacts. But you're doing things to really slow their opponent down. So you generally have more mana, and you're trying to play like Sphere of Resistance or Chalice of the Void. But there's restrictions on these cards, by the way. You have to look it up.
Yeah, I do have to look that. I don't know. Last time I played was the late 90s.
So look at the ban restricted lists on Google for Wizards. They'll give you the entire list for every format.
Oh, okay.
That's important. Yeah.
And what format would I be talking about here?
I would probably if you put Power 9, it's gonna definitely be Vintage. It's not 93, 94, but yeah. And I'll show you my deck here in a second. But this is more. Yeah, this is. If you have dual lands, it's Legacy. This could be Legacy because Legacy is all the cards too.
Do these new things count as dual lands?
Yeah, those are all. Yeah, those are no, they're not dual lands. Dual lands is with no penalty, like Underground Sea, Volcanic Island, all that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have enough of those to play.
All right, guys. Well, what do you guys think? I mean, this is a very interesting deck. Mike, thanks for sharing that. Please put in the comments below what you think about this thing. And again, this is like a deck you played back in the day when you were younger.
Similar to this.
Yeah. And it just gives you that good feelings and trying to get back into Magic.
digging into the multiple layers of the game.
Are you gonna play someone? Test it out at a card shop?
I've been playing with my brother-in-law a bit. He's new to Magic.
Yeah.
But I got to see if there's any local card shops.
Get the ban restricted thing done first. That's important. Yeah.
Right. I got to make sure I know the rules.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Comments below. Thanks for all your help. Hey guys, it's me, Daniel, with VintageMagic.com. I'm here to share with you more about our deck and set collector fulfillment service. The deck fulfillment service caters to the player. And what that basically means is if you are a player looking to fulfill your old school Magic deck, certain Power 9 or key pieces in your Vintage deck, or dual lands in your Legacy deck, we have the inventory and the resources to help you fulfill your needs. Next, we have the set collector fulfillment service. This really caters more towards the collector. Oftentimes I've been asked, hey Dan, can you help me find this specific graded card for this set? Or Dan, can you find me these 20 cards left in my beta set? It doesn't matter what you're looking for, even if it's like every single Sarah Angel possible out there, I can help you out. My resources and extensive network in Magic the Gathering, I was able to help thousands of clients all over the world fulfill their needs. I've made it my mission at VintageMagic.com to be your one-stop shop for all your collector needs. For any significant item or collection, we're able to travel anywhere in the world to meet you. The reason why my clients love this service because it saves you time. What happens is collectors and players often search all over online or vendors and they never find exactly what they're looking for. By going to us, we are the only one-stop shop who can help you with your needs. Using our service gets you exactly what you want and saves you time and money.
Vintage Magic. Game, collect, invest. For more information about our consulting and professional services, visit vintagemagic.com.